What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 8, and we start today's episode off by getting an international management offer from Chile. And the reason why we rejected Chile straight away instead of stalling them all, like I usually do for the rest of them, is because we of course managed Chile in our last career mode. And as I don't like things to get too repetitive, I do tend to make sure we change things up as much as possible. I don't think it's going to be wise to manage Chile, the nation we were managing in the last career mode. We also saw that we are getting a player returning from injury as well. That is Pekarik. He is coming back and he's going to be on the bench. But Hosogai, who you may have been seeing over the past couple of months since Pekarik has been injured, he's been taking up that right back position slot. And although that's not actually listed in his available positions, he's actually listed as a holding midfielder or a left back. I've been trying him at right back and he's been doing very, very well there. He's got some good defensive stats. He seems like a very versatile player, you know, a type of player that can play across all the back four and in the holding midfield as well. And yeah, he's doing quite well at right back, so I'm perfectly happy keeping him there. And Pekarik can stay on the bench. But we take on Augsburg for the first game of today's episode here at the Olympiastadion, featuring Eduardo up front. How about that? One of the former Arsenal players there, Eduardo, the Croatian striker, Brazilian-born Croatian striker. So Eduardo starts in this game. In the 15th minute, we would have had an injury, unfortunately. Langkamp went up for a header and stayed down, so that was a real shame. As you can see, a couple minutes passed in game and he stayed down and could not get up. So Langkamp gets an injury here. He scored one goal for us since the start of the season and the series as well, but he has to get injured. He has to get subbed off as he's injured, and John Anthony Brooks, the American, comes on. He's a very young, talented centre-half, Brooks, so I might actually keep in this starting 11 whilst Langkamp stays injured and keep him there for the foreseeable future, because he's a very, very decent player, quite quick, quite tall, quite strong, and quite defensively solid, so very decent. But in the 25th minute, you see Kraft catch the ball here and throw it out towards Ramos, who plays a great chip ball forward towards Lasogga, a first time ball as well. And as Lasogga beats the defender here, he goes through one-on-one, and unfortunately the goalkeeper makes a good save there. Hits, good stop. I should have finished that, but unfortunately I messed up and it was still 0-0. But in the 34th minute, we go down the right hand side once again. Serge Gnabry finds Lasogga. Lasogga holds the ball up and plays it back towards the man on loan from Arsenal. He plays a 1-2 with Ramos here. Lovely work down the right hand side. Gets past his man with a reverse step over, crosses the ball in. It's headed away. Eventually the ball falls to William Carvalho. Shoots, but the goalkeeper makes the save. And at a rebound, it's put in at the far post by the number 10 Ben Hetira there. So very, very good header there, following up the rebound as quickly as you like, and we do take the lead here after Williams Carvalho's shot was spilt. So Hertha Berlin 1, Augsburg 0. We did expect to win this game, and I was very pleased that the pressure would pay off early on, and in the 44th minute we could have made it 2-0. Schultz goes down the left hand side, rolls it through to Ramos. His shot is well saved by the goalkeeper though, and Augsburg cleared the ball away, so still 1-0 as things stood. But in the 51st minute here, Augsburg get on the ball, try and get themselves an equalising goal. It's a wonderful ball forward, and the shot hits the post from Eduardo there. So Eduardo almost scoring against me, but he hits the post, and it's still 1-0. However, Augsburg grew confidence from that, and in the 72nd minute, they had a good chance on the attack, because they gave the ball away. Ramos won it, chipped it through to Lasogga, and I could have won the game there. I could have sealed it, but unfortunately, the half-volley chip goes over the bar, and it's still 1-0. And would I rule out missed chance? Well, in the 81st minute, as Augsburg come forward once again, it's played forward. We can't get the ball away. Eventually, Alcintop gets onto it, plays a great ball over the top towards Eduardo, who just hit the post in the second half, and he then makes amends by scoring this goal. So Eduardo gets the goal, and it's the Brazilian-born Croatian striker who is going to rescue a point for Augsburg away from home here. So the former Arsenal, Shakhtar Donetsk and Dynamo Zagreb striker gets the goal there, and it's 1-1. But in the 83rd minute, pretty much straight from kickoff, Lasogga gets onto the ball. We're dribbling with it, we're trying to find a runner. We find one in Ramos, chip in forward, but unfortunately the referee doesn't give us a penalty there. I thought it should have been a penalty because I shaped up to shoot, and unfortunately Ramos seemed to get a nudge in the back. I thought it should have been a penalty, but it wasn't given, and because of that the game would finish at 1-1. So it's it's a disappointing draw really, because we should have won that game, to be honest. We've been on a very good run of form, and that should have been 3 points at home to Augsburg, but unfortunately we had to settle for the point. I'll take it, but I think we should have had the win really. But anyway, after that we saw that Langkamp has been injured. He did get injured in that game, will be out for 4 weeks, so that's a good chance for Brooks to fill in at centre back, or possibly, you know, I'm trying to sort of move the players around in this formation, try and find out who plays best where, and you know, what the best formation is and the best run of players, best 11 players in the team. And you know, I might actually try William Carvalho at centre half, because although he's not good at in his list of positions, he is 6'2". He is very strong. His defensive stats are fantastic. You're looking at him right now. He looks very decent. So I think I might try him there and see how we do, because I'm not very good at stopping goals from being conceded. So maybe with a big strong centre half that can play holding midfield as well in William Carvalho, that could be quite a good position change. We'll have to wait and see. But here's the squad report. As you can see, we have entered November now, so you can take a look at the players. And the squad is looking fantastic. 2 players have hit 80. Of course, Lasogga and William Carvalho. Ramos is still a 79. But there's some good young talent coming through this squad. It's a very decent one. As you can see, 14 games played. We've been on a good run of form. We've got 7 wins from those 14 games, 5 draws and 2 losses. We scored 21 goals, let in 13. So a goal difference of 8. We've got 26 points. So Leverkusen, Hertha and Schalke all have 26 points. And like I said in the previous couple of episodes, you know, I think there's going to be a bit of a scramble between 3rd and 6th come the end of the season. It's going to be a real sort of changeable league. You know, anyone can finish in those Europa League and Champions League places between those few positions. I think it's going to be very tight come the end of the season. So we need to get back to winning ways, and we could start here with a game away from home to take on Braunschweig away from home. And as you can see as well, I fancy my chances in this game, because they're not doing too well in the league, as you would have seen, and I definitely feel like we should be able to beat them. Even though we did slip up a little bit against Augsburg, we should be able to get a win in this game. Their squad doesn't seem to be too threatening, and we had a very strong lineup coming out for this game, and we did indeed start William Carvalho at centre half. So like I said, I was contemplating starting him there, and I did decide to go ahead and do so. But the first chance this game would fall in the 19th minute here, as Lasogga drills in across. He's cleared away only as far as Shelbred. He finds Ben Haitara, but unfortunately his shot is well saved by the goalkeeper, and it's still 0-0. And a few minutes after that, we have another good chance here. We throw the ball in with Sakirci. They play a 1-2 with Ben Haitara. We cross the ball in. Lasogga goes for the header, but it goes just wide the post. So a couple of very good early chances here, but unfortunately, it was still 0-0. But in the 31st minute, Schultz does get onto the ball. Finds Sakirci here, our holding midfielder. He sprints through the centre of the park. Gives it to Ben Haitara here. Gets past his man with a lovely little turn. Keeps on going. Swings in across, but unfortunately, the goalkeeper makes the save after the shot was well saved at the near post there. But from the corner, it is crossed in by Ben Haitara towards Lasogga, who goes for it. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper makes a good save, and it's still 0-0. We had 6 shots already. We just couldn't seem to score, and from that, Sakirci takes aim from range, but it hits the inside the post and is cleared away. And then William Carvalho's effort is simply saved by the keeper. So we had so many chances early on, we just couldn't seem to find a breakthrough. But in the 37th minute, Hosogai gets onto the ball for us here. Plays the ball over the top towards Lasogga. It finds Ramos instead. Ramos finds Sakirci. Sakirci has a runner. It's Ben Haitara. He picks him out. Great chance. We stop the ball. Get onto his right here with a scoop turn. Roll it inside to Ramos. He finds Lasogga. But again, the goalkeeper makes a fantastic save, and it's still 0-0. We just couldn't seem to score. We kept the pressure on. Ben Haitara gets onto it and finds Sakirci. Sakirci plays the ball out wide to Schultz. Schultz, our left back, fake shots around his man. Keeps on going. Swings in across towards Lasogga. It's headed away only as far as Sakirci. Back heels it towards Shelbred, who shoots. But again, the goalkeeper saves it, and we just couldn't seem to score in this game. We had so many chances, but just couldn't seem to put the ball in the back of the net, and it was still 0-0. And on the stroke of half time, a great chance for Braunschweig to hit us on the counter attack and score a shot goal here as they go down the right hand side, swinging across. But thankfully for us, the header hits the post and is cleared away. So I would have been furious had they went into the half time break in front in this game, because we had all the pressure, but it was still 0-0. But in the 51st minute, Kraft plays this ridiculous chip through ball over the top there. I don't know how it was so accurate, but it found Lasogga anyway. He found Gnabry with a lovely chip through ball of his own here. Gnabry gets past his man. Really good chance here. We're waiting for the runner, but we shoot with Gnabry instead. The shot is saved, but it falls to Hosogai, our right back, all the way out the pitch, who heads the ball into the empty net and makes it 1-0 to Braunschweig there. 1-0 to Hertha Berlin. So Braunschweig finally concede. We finally had the goal, and it's our Japanese player Hosogai who gets it, and we do finally take the lead after all of our pressure. But we made a triple substitution here. Baum, Johan, Wagner and Yasil came on here to see what they could do, and in the 77th minute, Shelbred gets onto the ball, chips it forward towards Yasil, who just came off the bench, and he scores as well. So good finish by Yasil with 13 minutes to go. He seals the game, makes it Braunschweig 0, Hertha Berlin 2, and now the result was beyond reasonable doubt. Now we were definitely going to claim the 3 points, and it was Yasil off the bench. He scored quite a few goals coming off the bench, Yasil, so good finish there, and it is 2-0 to us. In the 81st minute though, Kraft wanted to make sure he would keep a clean sheet, and as Braunschweig came forward, he made a very good save to keep the score at 2-0. And in injury time here, the last chance would actually fall to us. It's Shrelbred who gets onto the ball, rolls it forward towards Serge Gnabry. Very good chance here. He beats the number 3 with the reverse step over, gets onto his left foot, tries to shoot and find the back of the net. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper makes a good save and it is cleared away by Braunschweig. So 2-0 the final score. We managed to get ourselves the win in this game. We managed to bounce back, get the win, and we keep the unbeaten streak going. Very good performance, a very good win, and yeah, things are looking very, very good for us this season. I'm definitely confident we can cause a real upset and try and challenge for the Champions League. But as always, guys, big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.